Meteorologist Caitlin McGrath joining us live from the Tidal Basin now. We've been talking about the cherry blossoms. We're also talking about the race this weekend. So much going on with the weather cooperating and not cooperating in parts.
Yeah, Larry, and we really have to talk about the exceptional warmth from this past week leading us up into stage 5. We officially hit stage 5 this morning shortly after 8 o'clock in the morning. That is the last stop before we get to peak bloom. We can show you some video of those blossoms in stage 5. That is puffy white, just looking gorgeous. And I will say, as has been the case throughout this whole blossom season, some trees are farther along than others. We are seeing some trees in peak bloom, and the crowds to reflect that. Today is noticeably more crowded rather than it was just a few days ago when we were here on Wednesday. Now, I do want to take a minute and show you the flooding that we saw today, because today it was rather exceptional. We had coastal flood advisories through 4 o'clock this afternoon for a strong onshore wind that you can see blowing my hair here, and you can see just how high that water came. And behind me here, you can see the debris line indicating just how high that water regularly pushes on shore. We first told you earlier this week about the Tidal Basin reconstruction set to be underway, and I spoke to Mike Litters earlier this afternoon, and he said this is exactly why that construction is necessary.
Water is not only over the original walkway, it's over the walkway that we built to be out of harm's way in the 1990s. So yeah, high tide today is a perfect example of not only the inconvenience to visitors, but the damage it's doing to our cherry trees and our sidewalks, and even in some occasions threatening the monuments and memorials.
And of course, everyone talking about beloved Stumpy. This is video from Stumpy earlier today whenever we did have that exceptionally high tide. We did talk to the National Park Service earlier today about what will happen to Stumpy, because it is one of over 100 trees that will need to be removed as part of that Tidal Basin reconstruction. But we're not saying goodbye to Stumpy quite yet. Coming up right around 5:15, we'll talk about how Stumpy is going to live on in the circle of life that is cherry trees. We'll have that coming up here in just a little bit.